Last week, I got a question about prepositions. Oh my God, what a huge subject. We were able to narrow it down to just two prepositions, in and at, for places. Generally, we use at for the location of the place. For example, at school, at home, at work, at the supermarket, at the hospital. We use in for an area. For example, in New York, in Brazil, in the car, in the room. Is it that simple? No, of course there are peculiarities. This is English. Okay, for example, right now I'm at the hospital. That means that this is the location of the hospital. I could be inside the hospital or here in front of the hospital where I am. At this hospital there's a chapel, and this chapel happens to be inside the hospital right behind me. So there's a chapel in the hospital. Right now, I'm inside the hospital. Does that mean I'm in the hospital? No, it doesn't mean I'm in the hospital. I'm in the hospital means I'm in the care of the hospital. That means I'm a patient in the hospital. Right now, I'm just visiting the hospital or at work at the hospital. So do we work at the hospital or do we work in the hospital? Well, they're both technically correct. You can work at the hospital and work in the hospital. Because of my teacher, I work at the school, and now I've arrived at the school. I'm not in the school, I'm at the school. There's a cantina in this school, and right now I'm at the cantina. I'm not in the cantina because this cantina is an open-air cantina. It's important to notice the difference between in school and in the school. In the school means you're physically inside the school, and in school means that you're either studying in school or you're learning in school. Similarly, there's a difference between in the classroom and in class. In the classroom means you're physically in the class. So for example, now I'm in the classroom. And in class means that you're in class learning or in class teaching. Right now, I'm in class, and so are the students. I've been using the prepositions at and in as strong forms throughout this video because I'm talking specifically about them. But remember that these prepositions are going to be used as weak forms normally. We're not going to say at, we're going to say it, and we're not going to say in, we're going to say For example, at school, at work, at home, in class, in the room, in the hospital. I know that's a lot of information about just two prepositions, and that may seem a little difficult for you. Try to keep in mind that it's not difficult, it's just different. I'm sure that your native language is very different from English. You may even have identical counterparts for those prepositions in your native language, but I guarantee that the way that we use them is very different. And that means that you're going to have to focus and you're going to have to pay a lot of attention to prepositions because there are a lot of them.